It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets under the lights on Sunday night.
The bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of flirting with the idea, the four-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's going to have the first down and then some. Inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from a yard out. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, Rodgers. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now Jackson on first down, sliding out of the pocket. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. James Prochet. 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. So out now come the Jets. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Able to find Lazard. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 48 yards. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns. And I think he's on the...
And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Jackson, options out left.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Finding room at midfield.
And finally down at the 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
David Ajabo running in to take him down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
C.J. Mosley, the former Raven, in there on the tackle from the 21. Here's 2nd down and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
There he goes left side.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
79 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
A gain of 3, second down. Now Rodgers.
And this one too low.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
DC, right?
Jackson on first down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And that will be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return.
And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
New York set to take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
He's across midfield. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
75 yards.
And the Jets get a bit closer.
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection.
And there he goes again.
Devin Duvernay.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Returnable here from the 38. So we have reached halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
DC.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And now off to the races down the right side. Down the right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens extend their lead yet again. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to... There he goes right side. He's across midfield. Inside the 20. Now he's loose at the 40. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 75 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson rolling to his right. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 65 yards. And the Ravens have got it on cruise control. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. New York set to take the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard
57 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The throw over the middle taken in. He's across midfield. He's on his way. And in for the Ravens touchdown. James Prochet. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Allen Lazard and the Jets set to go back on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Roquan Smith, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Cook up the gut. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Rodgers going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Fielded at the 20. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second. One incomplete as well. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. To throw again is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner,
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Allen Lazard and the Jets set to go back on offense.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Working from the gun. Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins,
28 yards.
And the Ravens add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times?
And now off to the races, down the right side.
On the move past the 40, inside the 20, touchdown.
Allen Lazard, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
And the Jets set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked off by DJ Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, 42 yards.
And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Zerline good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh,
look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. 16 more on that one and another first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And now out come the Jets. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been.
There he goes right side. He's across midfield. Inside the 20. Now he's loose at the 40. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Hey, Alpha, Scott!
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 219 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.